Venu, let us know if you can hear us. Mayank, are you able to see the YouTube video now?
Actually, my internet here is.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you able to listen to Vinu?
No, I'm not getting any sound from Venu. Hi.
Can you hear me if, no, we're not quite started yet, but.
Yeah, are you able to hear our voice, Paul?
Yes, I am. And I think Neha's joining as well.
That's great.
And Venue, you can hear too?
Yeah, I can hear your voice clearly.
I had to put on a shirt, that's the only problem.
No problem.
Venue, can you hear me or no?
I can hear you perfectly. It's clear.
Yes, we can.
Okay. How come Venue's not moving?
I think Venu possibly.
Oh, there he is. Yes. Oh, he says some problem with his microphone.
Right.
You guys have a great name for your company. Aren't there other Dreamcasts around the world? If you manage to cop that name, it's a great.
Oh, thank you so much.
I mean, it's like I can't believe somebody hasn't used it already. That's a great.
Right.
It has all the DreamWorks overtones and.
Absolutely.
There's Neha.
Hi. Are you able to listen to our voices?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Sound. It's clear.
Yes.
Is Jasmita joining in, Manu?
Venu's microphone isn't working.
Oh.
Oh, but he's smiling. He's heard us talking to him.
Good. So, if we want to get everyone on one screen, I mean, is this the maximum size you can see everyone, or can you increase the size?
So this is the maximum size. It's just defining you can define about the browser's width or height, but this is the maximum size of a video.
So only when someone is speaking, their screen size would, I mean, for you, their screen size will become bigger than the rest. Is that right?
Right, absolutely. So I can switch it to Paul. I can switch it to. I hope you guys are seeing the photos in the bottom, everybody's. So maybe if
Yeah.
you want to see someone directly, you can just click on that person's camera feed, and that person would be visible on your computer screen.
Okay. And if I'm using a whiteboard, if I want to use a PPT, how does all of that work?
So I'll explain to you that in a bit. Should we start that, or do we wait for?
Yeah, let's just give it 5 minutes. Let's just wait for Jasmeeta if she can join.
Sure.
Venu, you want to just... Can I text Venu through this?
Yeah, you can. On the right hand side, this is texting.
Then you left a note there saying Jasmeeta won't be able to make it.
Venu is able to hear to everyone. Maybe his microphone is a bit problem. So
Okay, I think maybe you can start because Jasmeeta is not joining. Venu, you want to? 1 second.
Okay, just before I start, I just want to know what exactly is everyone seeing on the screen right now?
I see. Yes, I see everyone.
Okay, and on the Paul, what are you seeing on the main screen? And then bottom, you are seeing all the photos.
Oh yeah, no, the main screen I'm seeing photos too. I'm not seeing a presentation or anything.
Okay.
Should I switch over to something?
No. So say for example, I'll just.
Can you do a one-on-one chat here as well, or it'll be a group chat only?
It's a group chat only.
Okay.
So shall we start?
I just want to make sure, Neha, do you see on the big screen, you see a picture of either of me when I'm talking or Mayank or someone when they're talking?
Yes.
Okay. And Venue, that you do too, you see the person who's speaking? Okay.
Okay, so guys, shall we start?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so let me introduce you to the window of Google Hangouts first. There are 3 different sections. If you see on the left hand side, if you scroll, if you keep your mouse to the left hand side of the window, you will see a lot of different icons, starting from chat, screen share, cameraman, Google Effects, Hangout Toolbox, YouTube, and there's a 3-dot button as well.
Oh, I can only see the chat, screen share, and showcase.
And the showcase. Okay, so what happens is some are visible just to the main presenter, as in who has started this hangout, which in case is me as the admin, because I can control some things like I can mute or I can increase the volume of a person, or I can disable somebody's video.
Okay.
I think I'll start first with the screen share thing, which is the most ideal thing for any Hangouts, where I'll be sharing I can share a presentation or an Excel sheet or maybe a browser window or some sticky note or anything. So on the left hand side, there's the second option, which is called the screen share. When I click on it, I get options of sharing the screen. Different windows that I have opened on my system. So I'll just maybe share. I'll share this HCL website that I can see right now in my browser. I hope everybody is able to see that. Yes.
It seems to disappear when one of us talks. Is that right? It shouldn't. Or can you keep it so it's permanently on the screen?
Paul, if you click on that, just click on that image where all our photographs are. I mean,
Yeah.
if you click on that, then that will showcase as the main.
So whosoever you click on, Paul, will be visible to you on the front screen. Though we have an option, anybody of us can click. So there's this option in the bottom where the photos are coming. If you hover on any of the photos, there's this icon, downside icon shows. I hope people are able to see that. If you hover to any of the photos, there's a down icon that comes on the photo.
1 second, I can't see Paul anymore here.
Yeah, I think.
I'm still. Can you hear me?
I can
Yeah,
hear,
Yeah.
but we
I
can't
can
see.
hear. I'm able to see.
I think it's.
Oh, I did a share screen. Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Okay, so what Paul has done is he has shared his entire computer screen. So we were able to see on those.
So how can I unshare it?
So on the top, Paul, you can see that there's this green bar where it's saying you are screen sharing.
I see
And
that.
there's a stop button to it. If you click on the stop button, it will stop.
I see the green bar. I don't see the stop button.
Okay, let me just change it. There's this. There should be. So there's a green bar. Are there two buttons there? One stop, one maybe present to everyone or something like that.
I see a green bar that says you are screen sharing, and then below that on the right I see live, but I don't see any buttons on the green bar. Let me
Okay.
try clicking screen share again. Let me click screen share again.
Sure,
Does that make any difference? There was something down on the bottom. Here's we go. I hit a bar on the bottom that said you were sharing your
that
your
is the
screen.
second option. If it's not coming on the top, there's another bar that comes in the bottom. It says you are sharing this window, and you can stop that window from getting shared.
I hit it. I hit hide earlier, but how do I call that back up? By hovering over something?
Let me. Okay, let me just check. I'll just.
Oh,
Yeah,
here I think I see it. I think I. Oh no.
So I think right now you're sharing your entire system. So maybe in the so what you can do is you can click on that screen share one again, and you can select the Google Hangouts window to be shared rather than the entire screen.
Okay.
Well, that's what I did. I did Google Hangouts to. I thought I clicked on Google Hangouts to share. So I click on. I don't want to waste time on this, but I click screen share again, and.
Okay, now we are able to see you.
You are? Okay.
Yeah, I think your screen share stopped.
Okay, fine. But I just want to say that I'm only able to see the presentation. It cycles through. Neha, does it dominate your screen, the presentation?
Not anymore. It was
Okay.
because I did a screen share. I was able to. It was. Now
Okay,
it's
I'm not. Okay, so let's just move forward. I think I'll be able to see the presentation. Maybe I can maximize it or something.
Okay, so maybe any one of you, if you are hovering onto the photos of anybody, I think recently one of you has tried that when you click on that down button, you see an option of present to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
If you click on the down button, there's a pop-up menu that comes. And when you click on that, there are a few options like present to everyone, profile, mute.
Actually, it's only giving us 3: profile, ignore, and mute.
Okay, so
Right.
is it not given you present to everyone?
No.
Okay, I think if I am the admin, I have few options which I can tell you. It's hide from broadcast, so I can hide somebody from the broadcast. I can make someone present a presentation or anything. So, for example, if I make you present to everyone,
So, are you saying only one person can, who's the basically the host, can take on the
basically,
presentations?
basically the admin can make anybody make a presentation.
Okay.
So,
So, so whoever is basically leading this from our end will need to make the presentation. So,
right, maybe he can assign a person from the drop down and tell them that you can present it, and he can share that person's as a presenter over to the screens.
So I
Uh,
think Venu, if we use this option, we'll need an extra person, maybe one of us logged in, and we can look at changing the presentations in the idea
Yeah,
exchange.
right, right.
Or you guys can do it. Someone from your end.
yeah, yeah. We'll do it. We'll do it.
Okay, so other than this, one was the requirement of you can share a presentation or you can share your entire computer screen or maybe a section that you might have opened, a mail or something where you can show it to other people. As an admin, somebody can make a person as the presenter. Uh, okay, I have made. Sorry, I am not sure the name. I'm just referring to Straight Talk. I am not sure what's the name of the person. Uh, so I know Paul. I know Venu. I'm not sure about your
Straight is
name.
my. I've actually logged in with
Okay,
Straight.
Neha. So Neha, what I've done is I've made you the presenter right now. I've presented you to everyone. So maybe
Okay.
you can share. I think everybody might be seeing Neha right now on their screens,
Correct.
right? So Neha, this in this way, I have made you as a presenter, and if somebody is speaking at that moment, the admin can present that person in the as the main person, and that person can drive the conversation from there.
Okay.
Also, you can also share one of your screens to these people when you're doing a presentation by going on the left hand side, clicking on screen share. What Paul actually did, you'll see different options and tabs which you can click on and click on share so that you can share that screen with people. I think if you can try, you would get to know it.
Okay. So I'm not getting all the screens. But let me try this on my inbox actually.
So right now we are able to see the inbox of yours.
Yeah, correct.
I think Paul and Venu would agree to that.
That's right.
Right. So in this way, anybody can become a presenter. Obviously, it has to be admin dependent, but an admin can make anybody a presenter, and that person can then screen share his presentation or anything and show it to the people.
Okay. And I can then just do stop sharing and it kind of stops.
Yeah.
Sure, sure. Yeah, if you
How
stop
did how
sharing,
did you how did you get it to stop, Neha? Because that's what I had problems.
I had a pop-up that came right under here saying stop sharing. So I just clicked on that. Right where the images are of everyone else, there was a
Ah,
pop-up
okay.
that came there. You want
I
to
know
try?
what
Paul, you want
what
to try?
what I did was I minimized or I hid that little box. So if I'm going to share. So when I share, I'm going to share Google Hangouts, not entire screen, and
sure.
see what you end up seeing. Because that's what I did last time. But you said I shared my entire
Actually,
screen.
yeah, actually two things. When you make me the main presenter, I'm able to, turn it off. But if I am not the main presenter, let's say Venu's not the main presenter, and then he tries to minimize it, then it's difficult to do it.
Right, right. So I think Paul has right now shared his Google Hangout screen, and that is why
Why?
you can see a lot of windows there.
That's because
Why?
you made him the presenter for this as the
Right,
admin.
right, right. So if I just
Paul, there
stop,
you go to the pop-up.
I think I've just stopped the presentation of his, and I think Paul, you have like done the stop sharing thing.
I just did stop sharing.
Yeah, yeah.
Paul, try now. Try again. Do you get a pop-up now?
I think okay, Venu has by chance muted Paul.
Oh, so if Venu mutes, he becomes mute for everyone?
So
Like,
I think so. If you go to the control room, are you able to go to the control room?
no, where is that?
On the left hand side, there are these options that I was telling you about.
Yeah, okay.
So there is this control room option also.
No,
And the
I
last,
don't know what show. No, I can't see it.
I think my mic is bad.
Yay, venue's back.
Yeah, I think I was able to click that.
But So if one of us mutes any other person, then that person gets muted for everyone else.
Right, exactly. Basically, he's doing it through the control room. So the control room is like the main room where you can mute or disable somebody's video.
Did you do it from the control room or did you just do it from the tab which is on the image?
So on the
I use the
image,
telephone.
Tab on the image is what he's used.
Yep.
right clicking and okay, I'll just try to mute Venu. I think Venu, I've just muted you from the
Now
bottom. You can
because you're the
even
admin, you can
yeah, I have unmuted him again. I can so you can unmute him from the drop down arrow as well as from the control room. Control room has more features than just muting. It is like you can increase or decrease the volume of a person, as well as you can disable or enable the video feed of that person as well.
fine. And Benu, you want to do a screen share and see if it gives you an option to stop sharing?
Yeah, so I get this when I click on the control room.
Right.
I had to go to the window and click mute there.
So,
So I guess participants
right. So participants can mute other
mute each
people,
other.
right? But the feeds, the video feed, or controlling somebody's audio, I think that has to be done by the admin only.
Okay.
Okay. Just do a. Let me do a screen share now and
Sure.
see. If I do a screen share now, okay, it does give me an option of stop sharing. Anything else besides this? What is this
Okay.
option of showcase?
Just a second. So, show. Is that are you seeing that on the left hand side?
Yeah, I'm seeing it on the left hand side.
I think it's just one of the so there are basically a lot of applications that you can link with Google Hangouts. Right now, I have added one as YouTube. Are you able to see a YouTube icon there?
Yes.
I'm not.
Okay, so you would have to Neha, you will have to click on the three dots in the bottom
Dots in the bottom. Okay, I don't see
on the
any.
left hand side. On the left hand side menu,
Okay, okay, one second.
and there would be an option of clicking a button called Add Apps.
I can't see any dots here actually.
Okay, on the left hand side, are you able to see the options, different options, 3 4
Yeah,
options, screen share, everything?
I can only see chat, screen share, and showcase.
Uh, okay, I think you. Okay, so right now I think you're hovering on to.
Showcase.
Right, right. Okay, let me. Can you screen share your Hangouts, please, Neha?
Yeah, one second.
Is my voice clear?
Yeah, your voice is clear, man.
I plugged in my new microphone.
Oh,
Okay.
this is much better.
Yeah.
Menu.
I got this professional microphone.
Ooh, cool. Just don't start singing any Frank Sinatra songs.
Okay, so Neha, if you are only able to see 3 options, while Paul, are you also able to see this 3 dots icon on the left hand side menu?
Yes, I see the one where it says add. I click on it. It says add apps.
Right. I am not very sure why it's not coming to Neha's screen, but it ideally should. Everybody gets that feature.
Tell me how you getting it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. I don't know why it's not coming.
I'm also able to see the other apps on that left-hand tool.
Right.
Lene,
Some of these
the
are
control
apps
room.
that are installed so that in some presentations, what happens is maybe you want to show up a YouTube video to the people, broadcast a YouTube video or as a presenter. So you can click on that YouTube, create a playlist of yours, and then start broadcasting that to the people. So basically, these apps help you in doing a lot of things. Though they are limited, there are not too many apps. There are like 8 to 10 apps with different things where you can draw something on the video screen, share a YouTube video. You can doodle something, or you can uh, like you can create some music together online or something like that. I am not sure how much or which one would be relevant to you guys,
We
but
could dis- we could discuss that.
I may have followed things up here. I just accepted Venue's invitation to draw or something.
right, right.
You can invite others. Let me try and invite Neha because she's not getting that.
I mean, I saw that Venues added that feature, but I'm not able to get the icons here.
Okay.
Oh, it says draws not supported on this user's Mac. I think there are some apps that don't really support it on Mac.
Oh,
That's one of
possibly.
the reasons why Neha.
I don't think it might be a
Not
Mac.
compatible on Mac.
No, Neha, I think it not be a Mac issue because I too am using a Mac machine.
Okay.
But I think it's possible it might be a region issue.
Region issue. What does that mean?
I mean, maybe country specific things. So some
I'm
things
in
are blocked in some country and some are not. I am not very sure, but that might be a reason.
Venu and I both are in Noida, so it should work for us.
So that cannot be an issue.
The error I'm getting here when I share one of the apps is
Yeah, because I'm using a
draws
Mac
not
machine,
supported on
I'm
this
able to see all the options.
Okay. I'm not able to see it here though.
Other than that, if you can tell me your requirements and I can, brief it about how you can use those or what can
I
be
think
done.
we can have a discussion on that. If you can tell us what are the other features or what are the other apps you can get onto this, then we can kind of decide on which ones we want. Like
Okay.
I think YouTube is a good option to have. Even this maybe doodling, or actually if I want to write something, share notes, like
Right,
a drawing board, that's an interesting option as well.
right.
I can draw something and then someone else wants to draw something on top of that. That's a good option to have.
So that is there in the as a draw section. You can draw on each other inside a Hangout. You have the option of YouTube. Then you have some options to compose music as well in the Hangouts only.
I don't think that will be required.
That would be required. Let me then there's a it's a there's also a drawing tool. What you're saying, same diagrams, real time collaboration with it. So you can have real time collaboration by drawing things.
Okay. So is a Google Plus profile required?
Uh, it's since you have created a Gmail account, a Google Plus profile automatically gets created, user's profile. But I think you might have to
Oh,
check it once more.
maybe because I'm logged in from Straight Talk and that doesn't have a Google Plus.
That might okay,
It's a generic ID, right? You think
right,
that
right.
could be a reason?
No, so it's still straight talk at the rate gmail.com, right?
Yeah.
Uh, and the invite that the link that we sent to you has opened itself in a browser only, so I don't really think that could be a problem. But do you have another of your email ID which I can invite it right away and you can join through that?
Does it have to be? It has to be Gmail, right? Or it
It
can
has
be
to
any.
be Gmail. It has to be Gmail.
Okay. Let me just log out and log back in with that ID.
Sure.
Yeah. I just need to.
Paul, do you have any questions till the time Neha comes back?
There just a small one that I don't think is relevant, but when I clicked on the Draw app, what does it mean searching for a face?
So basically, the drawing app is like a fun tool. You can draw on people's hangout. So it's not basically drawing something,
Oh,
but it's
this
like
is
making.
Venue's mustache, I think, right?
Yeah. That's where I got it.
So I'll give you a proper application. I'll install one proper application which helps you in drawing things and collaborating your work. Let me just Just try installing that.
I have a question to tell you if you can install that
You
application.
know, you might also be seeing that application or named uh, Kakko, Kakko for Hangouts.
Not yet. Not yet.
No, not on the left hand side. If you click on
Okay.
add a new
Yeah,
app,
let me. What? Can you spell that again?
are you able to add that?
Can you tell me the name of the application?
Sorry,
You
your
said
okay, your voice is breaking. Can you okay? Is it possible for you to type?
I tried to add the Kako app and it said it was an error loading it because it
I
didn't
am.
provide.
I was just confused. It gives me the same error. There's an error loading your application. This app couldn't open because it didn't provide required information. Uh, Let me just find another app which can help us in doing that. Okay, so Neha is back with another ID,
But I don't still see. In fact, now the icons have reduced. I just have the chat and I have the screen share.
and you still don't have those three dot icon.
No,
That's funny.
I think it's a Mac issue.
I,
Although you're using Mac, I'm not sure. There must be some settings issue or
okay,
something.
are you using a Safari or a Chrome?
So I am using Chrome.
I'm using the same thing. Uh, I don't think it can be an issue of browser. It's not an issue of location as well. And I don't see any settings of an individual where I can disable all that. No, it's
Do you
so
think I should change the settings here? It's time. Uh,
because what happens is if I install any application, it's meant to get visible to every person on the Hangout. It gets automatically installed for other people as well.
Okay, I think you need to figure a fix to this because we don't want any of the participants to have the same issue because then they.
Right. We will see what can be done with this.
Yeah, and I think what also learning from this is if we use this, then beforehand we need to do one test with each candidate before the
Sure,
final, just to make sure all these features are showing up.
absolutely,
Maybe with
absolutely,
their PA or with someone like
absolutely,
a logistics check.
absolutely.
Paul, what do you recommend?
Yeah, I mean, we want to make sure any bugs are,
Yeah.
if I understood your question. I just added Panoramio.
Uh-huh.
Uh, um,
Panoramio Hangout game.
yeah, I don't. I just have a blank screen when I have it.
Right. It's just so I think it so say if I just remove it from here, I think the Panoramio game screen might have got removed now.
Oh, okay. I'll just get out of there.
Uh, so I think the basics are there. Maybe we can have another demo run with all the
Yeah.
presenters. The main
Yeah.
presenters will be
Benno
there.
has also sent you a link on the chat. If you can just go through that. Someone who
Sure,
has
sure.
another issue, I think that might help.
Sure, I'll go through it. After the call, I'll go through this link and I'll try to sort out the other issues that we
Yeah.
have faced.
I think so. Let's do it once more, Venu, with just Meeta on line with us.
And I have a small question here. Is there like a
Why is
website or
your
a tool or
why is your
plugin that
voice distorting?
is
And
better now?
No,
both both video and voice were distorting.
Okay, now
Yeah, it's
is
still
it now?
distorting.
Speak. You can enter this to, it's not that big.
Sounds like a bandwidth almost issue in a way.
Yeah.
Because before your voice, when you got your new microphone, your voice was very clear.
Yeah. There used to be a bandwidth issue. Better now?
No, I think it's still distorted.
Okay. Let me just close a few windows here. Maybe my internet's taking up. Is it any better now?
Yes.
Yeah, it's better now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so what I did was, in case of bandwidth issues, there is an adjust bandwidth on the top
Right.
icon there, the third icon, the middle icon.
Right, correct.
So I think that takes care of, that automatically adjusts the quality of your feed to the bandwidth that you have. So
Absolutely.
a question that I had was, is there like a plugin or a tool or a website where we can check if a person's connection, the microphone connection, the internet connection is fit for a Google Hangouts? Like for instance, it shows that the quality of their camera, the quality of their microphone, the kind of internet connection they're using. So in that sense, we'll be able to be prepared, when we start off doing this. So it's easier to troubleshoot and figure out what's going. Is there like an application?
So
or a plugin?
there are some codes which we which can be created, which can actually detect your internet speed and everything. But ideally, it cannot tell you that okay, the camera that you're using, what quality of the camera is there or what audio quality is there, because that's very rare. That's very random. It's some depending upon the user's internet speed, or it's something which is very variable. It might fluctuate in the middle also, right? Like it was happening with you right now. When you started or in the middle, your voice was very clear. But as soon as you opened too many tabs in your browser or some different applications which were using internet, your voice started to break off.
Yeah. So yeah, that is exactly our challenge is going to be just that. So we won't have like 15 minutes to settle down and get the participants to
Absolutely,
check
absolutely.
their connections on the day of the event. Is there some homework that we can do to ensure we have like checkboxes?
So basically, what can be done is maybe there can be a checklist where we can tell you guys as to what internet speed or is required. Because if you see, I think Neha is using a Mac. Mac has a superb camera. I am using a Mac. I'm sitting in a very in a dim room, and still I think my face would be clearly visible. Paul is sitting at a very open space with a lot of light, and I think his camera is pretty good. So the quality is coming very good. Mayank is sitting with a lot of light in the background. That's why the face. So it's like where you are sitting. It depends on that also. It depends on the camera quality also. And I don't think even if we create a checklist, if we say to the people that you require at least a 5 megapixel camera to join this, that would make it a little irrelevant. People can't go and find a 5 megapixel camera to do that. Audio quality, I think the ideal scenario should be to for people who are using Windows to maybe use microphones and headphones. While Mac users, it's easy for them to interact with even without a microphone or a headphone, because the Mac's mic is very good in comparison to a Windows normal laptop or system.
I think our instructions need to be, one, we need to give options, and second, very clear on what we want. So
Right. So I think the main concern obviously comes in India. The main concern comes about the internet speed only, because if people are working or starting a hangout from their home network, which it's sometimes not an ideal scenario. I think because so if we see Venu, I think is working from home, and the internet speed at home is more or less not that fast as compared to an office internet or something like that. So we were hearing distortions in the voice, and the video was not clear. So maybe if somebody is not able to present himself better in the audio mode, he can just simply disable his camera, so at least he is able to communicate the audio clearly. Maybe the
Yeah.
video isn't that effective, at least the audio can be heard.
Yep, that's what I'm doing right now. I think ideally this should be better than my voice
Exactly.
quality now should be better than what it was.
Right,
Okay.
exactly. So right now your voice is coming very clear in terms of what we are hearing like 10 minutes or 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Venu will need to do this a couple of times before we finalize on this. Let's get Jasmeeta
That's
on call.
Yep.
And
Tell me, just take 2 minutes. I think actually, Neha, and make sure that the Dreamcast folks understand what we're using this for. I mean, with this, can this an infinite number of participants?
Yes, it can accommodate a large number of participants. I'll still be able to. I'll tell you. I'll just read the Google Doc. Though it can accommodate a large number of participants, I'm not sure as to what is the maximum number, what is the limit to it. Whether it's like 1,000 people or 50 people. But I'll get back to you on that.
But so, Neha, if we're thinking of this for idea exchange, is that right? That's why we're doing this.
yeah, which
So,
is maximum of 10 people, Paul.
you mean it would be just the participants in a discussion? It wouldn't be an audience watching the discussion?
That's right. But what we had discussed with them was also how we could look at recording this whole piece.
Right.
So
Tell us
this
specific on that.
this data is right now being recorded on YouTube servers only. Right now, this is a private hangout. What we can do is we can also make this as a public hangout. If you want an audience with it, there will be a YouTube video link, a live YouTube video link. You can broadcast into on a public network, so that people can just go there and see it
I
as
see.
a
Okay.
YouTube video.
Right, audience members aren't going to be participating; they would just be viewing it. So that makes sense.
Right.
And that could be done in real. That could be done live as well. Then you're
Right.
saying.
So this is basically the YouTube. I've given a YouTube link in the chat box. This is basically the YouTube link of the current session, which is right now as a private. So only people who are allowed to see this would be able to see able to watch this session.
Okay.
So
what was the option of recording all the participants?
So the recording, whenever the session is created, the setup that I've done in the initial before the call, after that, once the broadcast starts, it starts recording the complete content automatically. There's nothing to be done from your end. As soon as the broadcast starts, the recording happens. Once the broadcast ends, the recording stops. It will process it, and it gets stored as a YouTube video on the in the admin's admin's YouTube account. Which as a video he can share it to the people privately, or he can share that video to the public, the general public as well.
If you can share a copy of what's got recorded for our conversation today.
I'll do that definitely. I'll share the link of that video to specific email IDs who are present in the hangout today.
Okay.
One thing that I think we want to, I mean, this just occurs to me now, partly because it's occurring to me personally. So people need to understand, people who are new to Google Hangout need to understand what the audience or even other participants are going to be able to see about them. So for example, I just looked at my Google Plus profile, which I don't even remember when I did this, but I have some personal videos on there. Are you able to see those when you look at my profile? Or there's some photos of my daughters, for example, and we don't want people to be surprised. Oh, it says shared only with you. I don't even know. Sorry, I'm losing you, Venu. Your audio is not good.
Yeah, I just clicked on your profile and I'm trying to figure out what I can see.
So Google Plus profile is linked to your Google account. It's like a public profile, obviously. Anybody or anyone who is on Google Plus can find you. It's just like you use Facebook or Twitter. people can find you by searching your name or something like that. So that obviously is publicly available, Paul. Even if we are not doing this hangout, I may or may
Right.
not be able to search you on Google Plus just by your name or some keywords.
I guess I'm just thinking if they're presenters, we want to make them very aware. I mean, they may be like me, never really use Google Plus, and we want to make sure that there's not things on their profile that they would prefer others not see, or the world at large not see.
That's what I'm mentioning. If the moment you have created a Facebook, a Google profile, a Google Plus profile, it's public to everyone on the internet.
Right, right.
So,
But most
yeah.
people aren't looking for me. We just want to be able to tell people if there's that they should check their profile to make sure that everything on there is.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Actually, these are some nice pictures here. I haven't seen these in years. Venue, I couldn't understand. Venue, you're able to see the photos, for example, on my profile.
So right now, no, we are not able to see your profile from on the current Hangout session. But I think if we dig a little deep and find your Google Plus profile link and open it in a browser, we might be able to.
Well, no, I was able to click on Venue's photo at the bottom of the screen in Hangouts and go straight to his profile.
That might be. Were you able to do it by clicking just on the photo?
I click on the photo, then the drop-down box, and then profile.
Okay.
And I don't think we follow each other, Venue, do we? I mean, that's not why I don't believe.
No, we don't.
But I didn't understand, and now I can hear you, Venue. So I had one little video on there that was from the Barcelona conference that said public, but were you also able to see those pictures of my daughters?
No, I could just see that one MWC.
Oh, so that answers my question, I think. Shared only with you, somehow, I guess somebody shared that to me, and those aren't public. Got it. Okay, that's fine.
Okay,
but I
Paul,
think
sorry.
we still want to just make sure people. I mean, I take your point that this is public anyway. But if we have a presenter who is doing this and doesn't use Google Plus very often, they may not. I mean, here, many people will click on the profile of a presenter, and we don't want them to see things that they, it's not even private things, but just that are, personal.
They're not intended to, right? Because right now, if I see your profile right now, I'm just able to see one video, a WMC 14 keynote.
Right.
The other information is all hidden from me.
Yeah. But even that public stuff, I mean, people just need to be able to check their public profiles before they present on this to make sure that there's nothing up there that they, even though it's already public, here it's an invitation to look at it. Okay. So is there anything else on this call we want to?
Neha, anything from your side, or Venu, anything from your side?
I think for now it's good. We'll just do this once again with
sure.
On call. Yeah, Venu will be in touch. Yeah. All right.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Venu.
How do we actually click out of Hangout?
So basically, it's just like a tab. I think you are using Safari or Chrome.
I'm using Chrome.
Okay, so you just need to shut down the tab on which the.
Okay, the tab. Got it. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Okay, thanks.
Also, you have a button on the top in the video as a phone putting down the red icon.
Hang up the phone. Yeah. I actually had one other quick question that's a basic one. So is the so I've done a Google Hangouts, I don't know, only probably 5 or so times. To access a Hangout, is the primary way to access one is to open an email in your Gmail account and then click on the link? Is that the steps that people typically take to join a Hangout?
Absolutely. I mean, you need to be logged into a Gmail account, that's for sure. Because then only you would be able to, get into the Hangouts
Is
screen.
that is that a question? I mean, does that, I mean, for people who don't have a Gmail account, is that a problem?
Yeah, so
I
it's
mean,
so basically it's only allowed to, so Google Hangouts comes with a Google account only, not a, so a person with a Microsoft account or a Yahoo account won't be able to do the Google Hangouts until and unless they have a Google account.
yeah, it takes 2 minutes to get one, but it's also kind
Yes.
of enforces you're getting a Google email address, I guess. And
Exactly. It's just like if you need to have a Skype call, you need to have a
yeah,
Skype.
that's. I was just thinking of that. You have to have that app,
Absolutely.
so it's the same thing.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. Thanks so much. I'm going to hang up then. I guess the others are
Thanks.
gone.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Bye bye.